Deep dive into the car that defined global automotive excellence for over a decade, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class W126. Debuting at the Frankfurt Motor Show in September 1979, the W126 was tasked with succeeding the legendary W116. It wasn't just a car, it was a statement of engineering supremacy and understated elegance. Over its 12-year production run until 1991, Mercedes-Benz produced 818,063 units, making it the most successful S-Class in history. It bridged the gap between the heavy, chrome-laden tanks of the 70s and the high-tech aerodynamic cruisers of the 90s. Today, we explore why this car remains the gold standard for classic luxury, examining its design, groundbreaking safety features, and the mechanical prowess that keeps thousands of them on the road today. Under the direction of legendary designer Bruno Sacco, the W126 moved away from the traditional massive chrome bumpers of its predecessor. The focus was on horizontal design and efficiency. It was one of the first luxury cars to be extensively tested in a wind tunnel, resulting in a drag coefficient of 0.36, a significant improvement over the 0.44 of the W116. This aerodynamic leap was achieved through more integrated bumpers made of high-strength plastics and a flatter, more streamlined radiator grille. These changes didn't just look modern, they significantly reduced wind noise at high speeds and improved fuel economy, setting a new benchmark for the luxury segment during the global energy shifts of the early 80s. When you think of modern safety, you're often thinking of features that the W126 pioneered. In 1981, it became the first production car to offer a driver's side airbag and seatbelt tensioners as optional equipment. By 1985, a passenger airbag was added. But safety wasn't just about the interior. The W126 featured an anti-lock braking system, ABS, that became standard across the range by the mid-80s. Its structure included a high-strength passenger cell in crumple zones engineered to withstand offset collisions, a concept that was revolutionary at the time. This car wasn't just built to transport the elite, it was built to protect them with technologies that would take other manufacturers a decade to adopt. Mercedes offered a wide array of engines for the W126, catering to different markets and fuel requirements. The lineup started with the reliable M110 inline-six, which was later replaced by the silky smooth M103 3-liter. For those seeking true executive power, the aluminum block V8s were the stars of the show. The 380 and 500 SEL variants were favorites, but the ultimate expression of power was the 560 SEL, introduced in 1985. Its 5.6-liter V8 produced up to 295 horsepower in ECE version, propelling this heavy sedan to 60 miles per hour in roughly 7 seconds. For the North American market, the OM617 and later OM603 turbo diesel variants offered unparalleled longevity and efficiency, often reaching over 300,000 miles with basic maintenance. Stepping inside a W126 is like entering a high-end lounge from a more deliberate era. The cabin is characterized by high-quality materials, zebrano or burl walnut wood trim, thick wool carpets, and the legendary MB-Tex or perforated leather seating. The W126 introduced innovations like power-adjustable seats with memory, the first car in the world to feature this. You also found automatic climate control, an optional sunroof, and even heated rear seats in the long wheelbase versions. Every switch has a mechanical weight to it, designed to last the life of the car. It's an environment that prioritizes ergonomic simplicity and tactile quality over the distracting screens of the modern age. The W126 was available in two main sedan body styles, the standard wheelbase SE and the long wheelbase SEL. The L in SEL stands for Lang, or long. The SEL featured a wheelbase stretched by 140 millimeters, or 5.5 inches. This entire extension was dedicated to rear seat legroom, making it the preferred choice for diplomats and CEOs who are being chauffeured. Beyond the sedans, the C126 S-Class Coupe, known as the SEC, offered a pillarless design that remains one of the most beautiful silhouettes in automotive history. Whether you chose the Agile SE or the limousine-like SEL, the ride quality was defined by a sophisticated hydropneumatic level control system on higher trims, ensuring a cloud-like experience. In 1985, Mercedes-Benz launched the second series refresh to keep the W126 competitive against newer rivals. The most visible changes were the smoother, more integrated body cladding and the move from 14-inch to 15-inch wheels to accommodate larger brakes. Under the hood, the engine range was modernized, replacing the 3.8-liter V8 with the 4.2-liter and introducing the legendary 5.6-liter flagship. These later models also featured improved electrical systems and more refined interior switchgear. If you are looking to buy a W126 today, the post-1985 models are often the most desirable due to these mechanical refinements and the updated, more cohesive look that defined the late 80s aesthetic. The W126 comes from an era where Mercedes-Benz engineers, not accountants, ran the show. This resulted in what enthusiasts call over-engineering. Every component was designed for a service life far exceeding its competitors. The doors close with a famous thud that sounds like a bank vault. The use of galvanized steel significantly improved rust resistance compared to the W116. Mechanically, the steering box and suspension components were built to handle hundreds of thousands of miles of high-speed Autobahn travel. This durability is why you still see these cars serving as daily drivers in Europe and as rugged taxis in Africa and the Middle East, decades after they left the Sindelfingen factory. If you're in the market for a W126, there are key areas to inspect to avoid a financial nightmare. First, check the timing chain guides on the V8 engines. These plastic guides can become brittle over 100,000 miles, leading to cataclysmic engine failure if they snap. Second, look for rust around the rear window seal and the jack points. Though they are better than earlier models, they aren't immune. Ensure the vacuum-operated door locks and climate control flaps are functioning, as repairing these can be labor-intensive. Finally, check the service history for transmission fluid changes. A well-maintained W126 is a joy to own, but a neglected one can quickly become a money pit. Always prioritize a car with a documented service history over a cheap, high-mileage gamble.
The W126 ended production in 1991, making way for the massive W140. While the W140 was more advanced, many enthusiasts believe the W126 was the last S-Class to perfectly balance simplicity, elegance, and tank-like build quality. It remains a pop culture icon, having appeared in countless films as the ultimate villain's car or the choice of world leaders. Its legacy is one of uncompromising standards. Today, values for clean 560 SELs and SECs are rising as a new generation of collectors discovers the charm of the Sacco era. The W126 didn't just move people, it moved the entire automotive industry forward. Thank you for joining us for this review of the Mercedes-Benz W126, a true masterclass in automotive history.